Before diving into what embedded systems are, let's explore where they are used. You can find the traces of embedded systems in places ranging from space exploration and medical innovations to automotive applications and consumer electronics. Embedded systems are everywhere. Let's discuss a special case, laptop for instance. It's not exactly an example of embedded system, but it contains many embedded subsystems like the display controller, keypad, touchpad controller, battery management system, audio camera systems, etc. etc. Each of these performing its own specific function. But remember, this can't be considered as standalone embedded systems in itself, as they are input to a multi-purpose computer or processor. More on the exact definition of embedded systems later. Let us talk about some sectors here. For instance, space. So we have satellite control systems here. These are responsible for managing the satellite functions like altitude control, orbit adjustment, communication, etc. And we have recently also made a video on GPS topic wherein we share what are the data which are actually involved in satellite navigation based systems. You can check out that video as well. We then have spacecraft thermal management system. These are controllers which monitor and regulate the spacecraft's temperature using heaters, radiators, and thermal sensors. We have rover navigation, wherein we use the IMU sensors for orientation of the vehicle, wheel encoders to control particular wheel motion direction and speed, radio comms for signal exchange, solar trackers, and much more. It's next up in medical. We have wearable ECG monitors. Fitbits these days are getting popular. Systems, these are systems to continuously monitor ECG signals, your oxygen level, SpO2, and other vitals. They also detect abnormalities in certain cases and send alerts whenever required. We then have surgery robot controllers nowadays. These are robotic arms that help to perform a particular surgery either in assistance or remotely. Then we have in automotive, we have collision detection avoidance systems pretty much getting popularized these days, wherein so these are just systems which are making use of range detectors like radar, lidar, or ultrasonic sensors, and they are also having certain algorithms for obstacle avoidance. And you know with all this combined, the vehicle detects obstacles and takes corrective actions. We have an airbag, which is a real-time operating based system, because you know bam, accident happens, the airbag should be opened in an instance. Then we have obviously the vehicle health monitoring systems, which are responsible for monitoring all your vehicles basic health like engine temperature, oil level, battery status, etc. etc. And all of the sensor statuses are shared with a central ECU, or you can call it whatever you want. It's basically a main control unit. You can find embedded systems in home automation, which is also getting popular day by day. Motion based lighting is the most favorite of all, which are using motion sensors, and they get triggered when motion is detected. Look at how we have made something similar and shared on this channel. I'll be sharing the link in description. Then we have thermostat based temperature management, we have security systems, we have your favorite ladies assistant Alexa and Siri, and they all come under this section. In drones also we have an autopilot which acts as the central brain of this particular aircraft. Then we have the sensors and merging all of this data together, IMU, GPS, VMS, airspeed sensor, and all that stuff. And all of them together combined with certain software algorithms, tuning, and all that together makes this aircraft fly. So nowadays in India, you can witness FASTag, which is basically a passive RFID tag which is attached to your vehicle. And the moment you reach a toll gate, a big white RFID reader, it can be witnessed. So using the ultra high frequency RFID tag, the respective fare is deducted from your account. giving you a hassle-free travel. So that reader right there, it is an embedded system, and it is obviously connected to the internet as well. Then we have, you know, whenever you go to any market these days, UPI hai kya is the question you ask. So you see Paytm, PhonePe, GPay, sound boxes.
पेटीएम पर 50 रुपए प्राप्त हुए.
What are these sound boxes? These are also simple embedded application. They comprise of internet module, speaker, and a basic controller. And voila, enough now, I think. Let's give a simple one-line basic definition of what embedded system is. So it is an application-specific electronic system that integrates hardware and software to perform a dedicated function. The field in itself is as deep as the ocean and as high as the skies, offering endless opportunities. So pack up your backpack and chart your own journey based on your capabilities and interests. Here, I have my toys comprising of a range of development kits and sensors. Obviously, it's just a part of my collection. So this one is a nuclear board from ST Microelectronic. We have used it in PPM to PWM generation video. Do have a look at that. Link would be in the description. This is the ST discovery board. It was used in one of a short video wherein we used the audio codec of this particular board and we played some musical notes. This other board is for RFID and NFC based application with a TFT display included. We have used the top part of this kit with the display in GPS series. These right here are Extensha architecture based Espressif ESP32 boards followed by our ESP CAN, the big bad boy, Raspberry Pi. It's very good for exploring embedded Linux. We have some passive components and connectors, then sensors on board, ranging from the basic radio RF boards, power monitor board, CAN transceivers. We have display like simple 2x16 LCD, an OLED display, motion sensors like PIR and so-called RF based sensors, temperature sensor, DS1 and V20. We have made a dedicated video on its interface with ESP32. Check it out on our channel. And then we have some other sensors, actuators. So this is a basic small peek of how a collection of embedded system looks like, hinting you that it requires combination of knowledge from various different fields like electrical, electronics, computers, software, AI, ML, sometimes even mechanical, aerospace, medical, depending upon the scenario you're working in. So this is a complete tadka of engineering that you can ask for. Hope the video gave you some insight on the topic. If you are curious about embedded systems and want to learn more, subscribe to our channel and stay tuned for upcoming videos.